Stan, Pam, Reg, Katie, Colin, Mary, Graham, Vera are all here to play Larry Grayson's Generation Game.
Shut that door and enjoy the Generation Game. What's in store? The best of relations is our aim. Larry Grayson is here to play, so
shut that door. Welcome to the show, to another 55 minutes of games and guests and people popping in and rushing out, and I get terrified more every week because I never know what's going to happen. And without holding up the proceedings any longer, I'd like to meet my best girl, Isla St Clair.
From Ayrshire Health Authority. You know, that's up where I've been living lately over the last few years.
Yes.
And they've started a campaign, you see, and it's for saving energy, saving electricity, saving heat and everything. And you'll never believe it, but it's your poster of you and everything all over.
Picture of me?
There's going to be all over Troon, the tune of Troon.
What's it say, Ali?
Well, it's a motto, you see, for saving well, you tell me.
I know what it is. Shut that door. What else? And Alec, now could we meet our first contestants who are here to play our Generation Game?
From South Yorkshire, father and daughter, Stan and Pam Watson.
Hello, Stan, how are you? You're all right, good. It's lovely to see you. And now, you are Stan Watson from Bessacar, is that right? Bessacar? Yes. Which is near Doncaster. And a self-employed joiner from Bessacar you are, and you met your wife Marjorie when you were captains of opposing teams in a hockey match.
Yes, that's right.
And it says here, you both went for your honeymoon to Torquay.
Oh, yes.
I mean, Torquay's so nice and everything. And the taxi driver who picked you up from the station thought to give you a wedding present by giving you a sightseeing tour around the town for an hour and a quarter.
Yes, and the bill as well.
And the bill? Yes. Although the hotel was only 10 minutes away.
Oh, yes.
Ah, perhaps he thought you got nothing better to do. It's your birthday today, isn't it, Stan?
Yes.
Well, that's what it is. And now, last week, if you were watching it last week, you saw Sue Lawley come on with the cake and the candles and everything. Well, of course, we can't do that this week.
No.
You know, which is very sad. Well, you've got the cake stand and the doily, and what's left of the cake. You see, this has been left in Isla's dressing room.
Oh.
And this is your daughter, Stan. This is Pam. You take after your mother and father because you also have a love of hockey and were the school captain, and you still play today.
Yes.
Well, you see, I never did play hockey, you know. I know. No, I never did. I was too busy playing football and rugger. And it said not long ago you passed your driving test, because I can't drive at all. I mean, I got a licence for an egg whisk. And it said you are an assistant guider and help the girl guides in your patrol.
Yes.
How nice. And you are trying desperately to master all the knots in the guidebook to astound your group when you go to see them. Well,
Oh, Larry. Oh, Hannah. Dib, dib, dib. Dub, dub, dub. All together. Ging, gang, goo, 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 watch it. Ging, gang, goo, ging, gang, goo, ging, gang, goo, 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 watch it. Ging, gang, goo, ging, gang, goo.
Were you in the Boy Scouts, sir?
Oh, yeah. Dipping together, dobbing together. Pamela, Pamela, remember the days when you tied the knots and you showed us the ways.
Who is it?
15th Nantwich. 15th Nantwich.
Of course, I know it is all... I've known right from when he walked on. It's Russ Abbott from the Black Abbots, and thank you, Russ, for coming. It's nice to have you on the programme, both of you. Now, we'd like to just go and sit over there. And I'd like to meet our next contestants to play our generation game.
From Surrey, father and daughter, Reg and Katie Goodrick.
Okay. Hello, Reg.
Hello.
Now, you are Reg Goodrick from Richmond. Yes. You have come a long way. I just don't care tonight. And you are an amateur boxing referee, but once you had an embarrassing moment when you held up the arm of the wrong boxer as the winner. Well, of course, I did that once, you know. I tried to lift up the arm of this weightlifter, and he's still right. And it said you don't like to be kept waiting, and when you came to be interviewed for the generation game, you had to wait for half an hour and nearly went home.
I'm glad I didn't.
I'm glad you didn't. I'm glad you didn't, Reg. Because it happened to me, you know, when I came for an audition to do the generation game, but there's only two of us there. And I'm sure Alec Guinness wasn't too disappointed in it. Tinker, soldier, sailor, and... I can't follow it, and... can anybody? And, it said, Reg, you feel quite at home in this theatre because you were, when you were a child, your family used to bring you here every Tuesday, and you think you must have seen everybody who ever played here. Well, of course, it's a very old theatre, this, and you must have seen many great stars here.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sure you did. Max Miller and Gracie Fields and people like that. Oh, yes, I mean...
Can you hear me, Mother?
It can't be. Well, Sandy, I know that you played here many times. You must have done in your career.
I'll let you into a little secret. When I was a young man of 16, that was 1916, I had my trial week in this very theatre,
Yeah?
you know, to get the good dates.
Yes, and-
Now, it's always had a very near thing.
I'm sure, because in those days, Sandy, I mean, even when I was young, we had to be seen in and around London for the agents to come to see you to get on,
Yes.
you know, to further our
And
career.
this was the main theatre. Any youngsters in the north, if you got a week at the Empire Shepherd's Bush,
Yeah.
and you sort of passed and got the tour, then you were in.
That's it. Well, that's...
So it brings many happy memories to me.
I'm sure it does, Sandy.
Yes.
Sandy, it's great to see you. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Sandy Powell. Oh, that's one. There's another surprise I didn't know about. That was wonderful. Actually, I was with Miss Gracie Fields, Dame Gracie Fields, when she opened her theatre in Rochdale last year, and Sandy was on the show with me on that wonderful, memorable night. Now then, you are Katie Goodrick, and you are a manager in the personnel department of the employment agency.
Yes, I am.
And you've worked as air stewardess and travelled all over the world, but one of the strangest situations you had to cope with was at Toronto airport, and a Canadian lady who was a total stranger asked you if you'd marry her son.
That's right.
Well, did you?
No, I didn't ever get to meet him in the end.
You
I
didn't
said
get-
yes. I grabbed her and said, I will.
Did you? Fancy. Well, there's no hurry. There's no hurry at all. That's what I keep telling Noel Gordon. It said, You had a weekend job in a department store to demonstrate the warmth of a continental quilt. And you spent the whole time dressed in a bikini wrapped in the quilt, sitting in the deep freeze.
Yes.
My goodness me, what did you think about John Thaw?
Oh.
And so, Isla, now could you tell us about our first game?
Over the past few years, some of the Oriental sports have become very popular in Britain, especially karate. Now, that's our first game, and we're very proud to have with us one of the leading karate experts outside Japan, and his name is Meiji Suzuki, and he's brought with him some of his pupils from the National College of Karate.
Hello, Meiji. How are you? It's nice to see you here. And, of course, you're the National College of Karate. Yes. And how long have the boys and girls been doing this?
Some people are more than 10 years.
More than 10 years?
Yes.
And you yourself been doing it?
20 years.
20 years. How long would it take you to teach me?
Teach you?
Yeah? Well, perhaps could do it, you don't know. Anyway, have my telephone number. Now, would you... Would you go over there, Meiji, and then come back and do some marking for me? OK, over you go there, Meiji. Now, would you two come over here, and you just do what the boys do. It's our two contestants for the National College of Karate. Ooh. Here we are. OK, over here. Come on, Reg. Get yourself over. There you are, darling. Over there.
Oi. Jimmy. Yame. Naore. Oi. Amigamae. Yes. Hey.
Oh, my goodness me. Meiji, on second thought, I shan't bother. No, I could never start going, ooh, I've done too much now, I knew it. I knew I'd do it. Now, Meiji, what about here? What about two?
The 4 point.
4 point.
And the 4 point.
Very good. 4 point, 4 point. And I know. And Reg and Katie.
She did very well. 5 points.
5 point.
And he's a 4 point.
And 4 point. All right, Meiji, that's very good. Meiji, thank you so much for coming on. and the National College of Karate. Thank you very much. Very nice. I'd love to know what they're saying, you know, when they're doing all that. Isla, could you tell us the scores on the door?
Names in the frame, Stan and Pam with 8 points and Reg and Katie 9 points.
Oh, that's fine. Very good. Very good. And, Isla, could you tell us now about our next game?
Quite often, nursery rhyme characters get associated with certain foods, and so do some people I know. On our boards, we've got various drawings of foods that have direct connections with nursery rhyme characters. And we want you to write down the name of the character. You've got 45 seconds to do it, and it starts now.
Isla, could you give us a clue to our first picture?
There came a big spider and sat down beside her.
And picture number 2?
She gave them some broth without any bread. She whipped them all soundly and put them to bed.
Not surprised. And picture number 3?
Shall we be trotting home again? But answer came there none. And this was scarcely odd because they'd eaten every one.
And a clue to picture number 4.
He put in his thumb and pulled out a plum.
And clue to picture number 5.
He came down too soon and asked his way to Norwich. He went by the south and burned his mouth with supping cold plum porridge.
And clue to picture number 6.
They dined on mince with slices of quince, which they ate with a runcible spoon.
All right, Isla.
Yeah, fine, all right.
Now, what have you got for picture number 1?
For number 1, we've got Little Miss Muffet.
And for picture number 1, we have Little Miss Muffet, and it is Little Miss Muffet. 5. And for picture number 2?
Reg and Katie have the Red Queen.
The Red Queen. We have Mrs. Hubbard, but it is the old woman that lived in a shoe. Picture, I knew that, Mrs. Hubbard. Got digs in Leeds. Now, picture number 3, Isla.
We've got People on the Beach.
People on the beach? With Ava Gardner. We've got Mr. Pearl. It's the walrus and the carpenter. That's what it's from. That's what the thing's from. Stop kissing my hand. I don't care. And, picture number 4, Isla.
Got Little Boy Blue.
Little Boy Blue, we've got Tom Thumb, but it is Little Jack Horner. And it'll be cut. And picture number 5, Isla.
Larry Grayson.
Reg, what am I to do with that? We've got Simple Simon, but it is the Man in the Moon. And finally, for picture number 6.
For number 6, we have The Owl and the Pussycat.
And we have Robert and Jollywog.
Oh, my God.
Oh, I said off the jam jar. Well, it's wrong. It isn't, because it's the Owl and the Pussycat. And there we are. Okay. And Anna, would you tell us the scores on the doors?
Stan and Pam have 10 points. Reg and Katie, 13 points.
So, Stan and Pam, you have to go.
Sorry to lose you. Oops.
So,
Get in there and give you your doors to take away with you.
That's right. We'd love to see you both and
Nice
see you
one.
after.
Thank you.
Okay, where you go? Right. Okay, over there. And Isla, we'd now like to meet our next contestants to play our generation game.
From Somerset, mother and son, Mary and Colin Edwards.
All right, love. How are you?
All right, thank you.
Good. Having a nice day?
Yes, lovely, thank you.
Great. Now, you are Mary Edwards from Down End, which I know is near Bristol, isn't it?
Yes.
Down in Avon. It says you are very fond of amateur dramatics, and the first play you appeared in was called The Telephone Never Rings. I think I was in that once. And you played the part of a maid. So did I. And it was cut. And then you were in Murder at the Vicarage. The Agatha Christie play, of course.
Yes.
And you were supposed to say those immortal words, I've gathered a basket of raspberries for you, free from maggots. But what did you say?
Here you are, Vicar. I have gathered a basket of maggots for you, free from raspberries.
And you stole the show.
And they kept it in for the 3 nights because they thought it was great.
It was great. When you do things wrong, it's always best. And I know. Now, and it said that your husband, who is a keen gardener, and once grew some cucumbers that he became very attached to.
Yes.
Fancy. Fancy anybody getting attached to a cucumber? Oh, well. And there we are. And you are Colin Edwards. And this is your son?
Yes.
You're Colin, and he was a farm manager. You got married because you and your girlfriend worked 90 miles apart, and you decided it would be cheaper to marry Judy than wear out your car tyres travelling to and fro. Very wise. Then to get married, you had to sell your car to buy a push bike. Then you fell off your push bike and broke your jaw. Then for 6 weeks you were forced to eat baby food. Am I supposed to get a laugh out of this? It's nice to have you on the show, both of you. So now, would you like to go sit over there? And we'll meet our last contestants who are going to play our generation game.
From Cheshire, mother-in-law and son-in-law, Vera Smith and Graham Bayliss.
Are you all right now? Yeah. Don't start your giggling. Don't start your giggling.
Well, don't look at me.
Well, I won't look. Well, I like that. I said, don't start your giggling. She said, don't look at me. You look very nice.
Thank you.
You look very nice. Now, you are Vera Smith from Preston.
Yeah.
And you're the mother of 7 and a grandmother of 12. I see. I like having people on the show like you because it's good for the television ratings, because they all look good. You work for the post office. Arthur Marshall will be pleased. And but in the past, you've been a shorthand typist, a contometer operator, a spinner, a cleaner, a fish fryer, a butcher, a sweet shop assistant. Do you have friends in the Labour Exchange? And you've also been a waff and a coffin filler.
Yeah, well, I used to do butchery on Saturday, and then during the week I coffin fill.
Coffin? What do you fill the coffin, Vera? You put stuff...
No, you only fill nail holes up and rub them down.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I see. Me not feeling well tonight. Well, there you are, Vera. Just you hold on to that. You're all right now. You sit there. Stand there. And you, now, you are a son-in-law.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was your son. Oh, I've been misled again. Not half. And now, you're Graham. You're married to Vera's daughter, Janet, you have 4 children.
Yeah.
And you are a workshop manager for a large brewery and love your job because you are always getting free samples. Did you bring any with you?
Oh, yes.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
See you after. And when you were courting your wife, you had the shock of your life to discover that your future mother-in-law was a coffin filler and your future wife was a coffin trimmer. Yeah. What a jolly family they are. I hope you brought no free samples. All right, then. Graham from Antrobus. Antrobus is Northwich, isn't it? Near Northwich. Yeah. Oh, I see. I was thinking it was up near South Shields, you see. No. Oh,
No. We went camping there.
Yes.
Where you live, do you?
You want to bet? There you are, then, Colin. And, Isla, could you tell us about our next game?
Well, if you were watching BBC television earlier this afternoon, you'll know that today is Grandstand's 21st birthday, and we'd like to celebrate with them. We're going to show some of the outstanding televised moments from the 21 years of Grandstand's transmissions. Now, you at home might have seen the clips already, but I can assure you that our contestants haven't seen any of them at all yet. So we'd like you to identify the sports personalities that you'll see in these action highlights. Now, Larry, will you just give us a wee clue to the first one?
Yes, all right then. Now, the first one, you're going to see a clip from a film of a famous cricketer taking his 300th Test wicket. And I want you to write down who it is. All right, there we are.
That's it, he's on! 300 Test wickets! And the batsman, the first to applaud him. I wonder whether anyone going now will see this happen again. Another chap in his 65th Test taking 300 wickets.
Right, Isla.
OK, well, we have Freddie Truman.
And we have Freddie Truman, and it is Freddie Truman in 1964, so they're both right. And now, the next bit of film is who is the man receiving the cup from the Queen?
Some people are on the pitch, they think it's all over. It is now. It's four. To the Queen. It's only 12 inches high, solid gold, and it means England are the world champions.
All right. Isla, who have you?
We have Bobby Moore.
And we have Bobby Moore, and it was Bobby Moore in 1966 when England won the World Cup. Number three is it's golf. And we want you to look at the screen and write down who it is.
Under par. Oh, it's out! My word, and that is the first time it's ever happened on live television.
All right, Isla?
Tony Jacklin.
And we have Tony Jacklin, and it is Tony Jacklin in 1967. Number 4. Can you name the player who scores the try?
Beautifully laid back over the Welsh 10-yard line, over halfway. The kick ahead, can he score? It would be a miracle if he could. He may well get there. And he has.
We put down Davis.
Davis, you put Davis. Well, we've got Edwards, and it was Gareth Edwards in 1971. Number 5. A lady who captivated the nation. Can you remember her name? Isla?
We have Olga Corbett.
And we have Olga Korbut, and it is Olga Corbett in the 1970 Olympics. You got what? Olga Corbett? Yes, the same, that's right. That's well, you know your sport, don't you, you lot? My goodness me.
Now this is a special question from me, because one of the great personalities with sporting achievements we've enjoyed over the years, well, it's not in fact a person at all. Just watch this.
Coming to the final fence in the National now, and it's Crisp, still going in great style with 12 stones back, he jumps it well, and Dick Bittman coming to the elbow now in the National, he's got 250 yards to run.
You have to write down the name of the horse. All right, Ali, you have...
That won the race. We have Red Rum.
And we have Red Rum too, but we're just going to see the last piece of the race. If you just look at that.
Red Rum is going to win the National, and at the line, Red Rum has just snatched it from Crispin. Red Rum is the winner.
That was Red Rum winning the Grand National in 1973.
And
Isla,
beautiful. beautiful.
Yes,
This is Billy Bredwood, who's been... Come round a wee bitty, can you, so we can see you. Now, you see, I used to be a groom for 6 months, so I know the kind of work that's gone into it. Nothing like the work that Billy does, I'm sure. My horse has never looked as good turned out as his. How long have you been grooming Redrum?
5 years.
And how much time do you spend on him every day?
About an hour and a half every night.
But for today, I think he's got a wee bit more for today, hasn't he? He's
Yeah,
looking
well, now it's my turn, because you are Red Rum and you're a racehorse, aren't you? And I just thought I'd say it. And you are, of course, Harry Wright. Harry, and you've been with Red Rum?
5 years.
With him for 5 years. And now tell me, what is this?
This is a new Red Rum check.
Yeah, a Red Rum check.
And I'd like to present it to Isla on behalf of Red Rum.
And these are the racing colours. These are the racing colours,
and all the ground for name trim.
You don't think you could give me Red Rum, do you?
Isla, you can have something made up of that,
I'm
can't
going to. I'll get the designer to
I
do
think I
it
should have a
for you.
two-piece.
You bet.
Anyway, thank you.
Fabulous.
Thank you,
Terrific.
Harry Wright and Billy Bredwood. Thank you very much, and the wonderful orchestra. Thank you. Okay, right. And that must be the most famous horse in the world. And it's wonderful to have him on the show. And thank you whoever arranged it and the boys for bringing him down here. So now, Isla, could you tell us the scores on the doors?
Names in the frames, Mary and Colin with 12 points, and Vera and Graham have 10 points.
Right, and that's fine. Now, Isla, could you tell us about our next game, please?
Well, we certainly haven't had a very good summer, but if you're lucky, you've got a greenhouse to protect your plants. And we're just going to have quite a bit of fun constructing a mini greenhouse. And here's our expert to show us how to do it, Mr. Richard Den.
Hello, Richard. How are you doing? Glad to see you. And now you're going to make a greenhouse for us. We can hope. We can hope, and away you go.
Thank you.
All right? Richard. That's fine. I say you could almost live in it yourself, couldn't you? Lovely. All right, Richard, we go over there and come back and do some marking for us, and away you go. And so now, would you come over here? There you are. You're here. Yeah, like that. You're here. Now, you have 2 minutes, starting now, to make a greenhouse. Good luck. That's right. It's fine. You're doing all right. I couldn't do it, you know. No idea. What's that song, All By Yourself in the Moonlight, Sitting on a Fence? What was that? All right. All right. It's very exciting, you know, Vera. Oh, Vera, you want to get... Hey? It's a good job you haven't got the plaster on your leg, Vera. Mind your Louis heels, though. So you're up, Vera, you're all right. Just hang on. Vera, I don't think you should be that high. Vera, watch Colin's neck. That's right. Now, you see, it's like a Meccano, really. Vera said, now what are you going to do now? Oh, God, it's all come out again now, isn't it? Graham, are you all right, Graham? That's it. Come round. Does look like rain, doesn't it? All right. All right, Richard. There we are. Now, Richard, what about this?
Well, it's...
Well, I mean, it's here.
It's almost there, isn't it? You know.
Well, yes.
This bar's not really there, and it covers back to front, and this really is...
Yeah. But you see, I mean, it is in 2 minutes,
You're
Richard.
right, you're right.
You see,
yes. Shall we be
there, darling?
Let's say 8 for that, shall we?
8? Well, I think so, because I mean, it is in 2 minutes. All right, and there. All right, Larry. Now, what about Vera and...
Say 4 for effort, shall we?
4 for effort. All right. Thank you so much, Richard, for coming in. Richard Dale, ladies and gentlemen. Richard Dale. Thank you so much. All right. Here we are. I think you did jolly well. I do really. Don't you? I think you all did jolly well. Isla, tell us the scores on the door.
Mary and Colin have 20 points, and Vera and Graham 14 points.
And so... And so Vera...
Sorry to lose you.
Yeah, but there you are, so there you...
You're lovely.
OK. Bye, Vera, bye. OK, over there. And, Isla, could you now tell us about our final game?
Now, you'll have heard of the Royal Philharmonic Orchestra, and you'll have heard of the Electric Light Orchestra. But tonight, the Generation Game brings into your homes, at great expense, straight from their record-breaking tour of the Royal Kitchens of Europe, the Totally Ridiculous Orchestra.
To Peter, to Roy, Nigel and Nick. Very good, the Totally Ridiculous Orchestra. And Nigel, I think you're going to do some marking for us, aren't you? So you just get over there and we'll be with you in a moment. Now, Isla, what do we do now?
Time to choose a door. Now, whoever has the longer door has the choice of going first or second. Pick a door. Choose a door.
Ah.
You've got the choice. You're going to go second.
You go second, all right. Well, you know what you have to do? You have to go into my door now. Here we go again. And we'll just see who's behind my door tonight. Well. Margaret Powell.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too, Margaret.
Mind you, when I was below stairs, it was never like that. Never.
Really?
You weren't allowed to make all that noise. You had to be seen and not heard.
Yeah.
Do you know once one of the housemaids, well, of course, we didn't have radio or television, but she tried to bring a gramophone in and we weren't allowed to play a gramophone.
Anyway, Margaret Powell, lovely to see you. Ladies and gentlemen, Margaret Powell.
Let's see her.
Yeah, give me a kiss then. Here you go. All right. Oh, it's you, is it? That's the thing. Over you go. Right. There you are. Come on, sweetheart. You go on the drums. Do you bit on the drums? Just, think of Eric Delaney. Up you go. That's right. Round you are. You put this on. There you are, sweetheart. That's right. That's it. Right. Are you all ready to go? Okay, then. And this should make Max Jaffa green with envy. All right, then. Let's go. That's it. Over you go, over there. Quickly. The speed of it all frightens me. That's it. That's lovely. You've got the hang of it, haven't you? Go on. Come on, Katie. You go over on the drums. All right, Katie. Right. You got the cymbals. Here we go, then. All right, Nikki, away. All right, over. Over there. Jolly good, this. Oh, my dear. Oh, that was splendid. Wouldn't Ambrose go mad? Oh, it's excellent. I think you remind me of Hudson. You know, just like Hudson. Rochelle. Now, what about our friends here?
Well, I think it's the lowest 17 for volume. It has to be.
For volume?
For volume, definitely.
But they did move.
No,
Didn't
well,
they move?
They did.
Oh, you did move. You did. It's frightening me. It frightened me. They did. I could have gone right off.
Slightly loud.
Eh? What?
Slightly lied.
Yes. Well, there you are. Come on now, Nigel. What about Reg and Katie? Come down here, darling.
Yes, it has to be 18 for a lot of notes, I think. For a lot of notes.
Oh. Well, thank you. The Totally Ridiculous Orchestra with Peter, Roy, Nigel and Nick. Thank you ever so much.
Thanks a lot.
Okay. Well, I always say enter into the spirit of the thing.
Is it?
And I'm going to do it. We haven't done this all day, but we're going to do it, so...
I don't know about these hats,
Do you think a veil or a feather? Come on, let's do it then. Now, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Isla, don't play the pandemonium.
That's quite funny.
It was boiling. All right, Isle.
Okay.
Okay, Nikki.
Let's start, right?
I should give you such a smack across your face.
I like your glasses with that.
Now, wait a minute. The 5. Let's all do it together, right? Oh, dear. Well, you can't say it wasn't fun. And you can't. And so Isla tells the scores on the door.
The names in the frames, Reg and Katie with 18 points, and Mary and Colin have 17 points.
And Isla, what have we for Mary and Colin to take home with them?
It's a stationery case, a carriage clock, and, of course, the Generation Game doors.
Aye, that's bye-bye. Bye-bye, Mary. Bye-bye. That's it. Bye-bye, Colin. All the very best. Over you go. And this is your big moment, Reg and Katie, and it's the best of 3, as you know. The question number 1, how many countries belong to the common market? 9. 2, what kind of vegetable is a Webb's Wonderful? A lettuce, you've got it. She's got it. You've got it. And what have we for Reg to take back with him, Isla?
A radio and digital clock, and, of course, the Generation Game door.
Bye, Reg. Nice to see you. Bye. And now, we're going to take a route to the loot. And here we go. Open those doors. You know the game, Katie. Everything you can remember, just take yours to take home, and it starts 45 seconds late, and it starts now.
And on Larry's conveyor belt tonight, an electric vacuum cleaner, a box of chocolates, a toolbox and tools, a cuddly bunny, a deep fat fryer, 5 small bottles of liqueur, a toaster oven, a portable typewriter, a TV game, a selection of preserved foods, electric frying pan, carriage clock, travel bag, decanter and tray. And electric camera and bag. 3 storage jars, double hot plate, an electric carving knife and dish,
There you are, darling. All right, Katie. And now your 45 seconds begins now.
Hoover, blanket, cuddly toy, about 2 different grills, liqueurs, preserves, camera, carriage clock.
Carriage clock.
The chocolates.
Toolbox.
The toolbox.
Toolbox.
Yes, the foods.
Foods.
Camera. Oh, yes, the oven.
The oven.
Vacuum cleaner.
Vacuum cleaner.
The fire.
The fire.
Yes. The decanter.
Decanter.
The toolbox.
Or the
TV
drinks.
game.
And
the
the
drinks. Yes. Chocolates. Storage jars.
Storage jars, yes.
Cute.
Yeah, and the glass decanters, you got
Yes,
that?
got the decanter,
yeah.
yes. The hot plate.
I've done a lot. Here we go. See you next week, same time. Love you very much. Good night.